You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, what's up guys? We have a brand new episode, brand new season. We're back in gold. I wish we were starting the episode on better news, but the ban list has happened. I mean, it's mixed. Some good things, some bad things. Right off the bat, one of our main boss monsters, Baguska, is gone. It's hit. That really sucks for us, obviously, because this was like our main rank 4 other than the Galaxy route, and we had the Galaxy route, we had Baguska, and we had Time Thief, and those were like the big 3 for the last few months. Baguska was a massive pull for us, probably the best super rare we could have possibly pulled. Unfortunately, it gets hit. No, this is legitimately one of the best monsters we've ever pulled. It's won us so many games, and not even like as a floodgate, just like even as a board breaker, this card is really good, because you could even make it going second in a trap deck, turn everything to defense, turn their effects off, and then pick their board apart. Like, this card getting hit is actually massively bad for us, but what can you do? That's the game. Also, we've got some Malice hits, 3 Malice hits. I'm happy about that. They're way too strong right now. And then some other like routine stuff. Pearly gets some cards back. Yugioh unfortunately gets some cards back. Blue Eyes gets some cards back. This I'm really kind of frustrated to see from a Masochist standpoint, not from a regular gameplay standpoint. From a Masochist standpoint, 3 cards back for Yugioh when it's a deck that's very, very difficult for us to out. It's kind of frustrating. Blue Eyes, 1 Sage versus, 2 versus 3 Sage was never that big of a hit. Raigeki and Pearly's another deck that, from a Masochist standpoint, very difficult to beat. All right, we are starting this episode with a brand new deck. We have this is a deck made by Xanta. This is a person in the comment section of the videos regularly. He saw that we pulled the Galaxy Tomahawk, and he was like, okay, I can definitely do something with that, and I will be trying to do something with that. We have a ton of different cards here, as you can see here. Some of the newer stuff. It's basically the idea here is to have link spam, and what this deck mainly does is it uses level 7s to make Galaxy Tomahawk, and then makes like Crusade Avermax, among other things. But this is mostly similar to our level. Basically, it's mostly similar to our. It's mostly similar to our Sword Soul / Tenyi deck, and then it's got the level 7 engine, so it's got like Cosmo Brain in it. It's got Kashtira Ogre. This dude right here. Epigideon, this guy, it's got Metal Claws in it. You can send a face down card, summon something. Let me check actually Red Eyes. Do we have that other Red Eyes card? Let me click on related cards. We have one more Red Eyes card, if I remember correctly. That should be in here. Never mind. I could have sworn we had one more Red Eyes card that was decent. How would I uncover that? How would I? Yeah, we have this. Send a level 5 first. Specialist card, and then increase its level by 1. So this becomes, yeah, this should be in there. This is another free level 7. This should definitely be in there. You can send Wing Weaver to the graveyard, and then this becomes a level 7. That should be, I feel like that should be in there. Maybe I missed it, and maybe I did something wrong, but I feel like this card should be in this deck. It makes sense. Yeah, because it's similar to this, to the Metal Claws. I think that card should be in there, if anything, because it's a free summon. I just send this guy to the graveyard. That makes total sense. And then on top of the rest of the effects don't really matter, but that's kind of cool. As for the rest, like I said, you've got Cosmo Brain. This is a card that can be special summoned by sending a non-effect monster to the graveyard. Gains attack equal to the level of the monster sent to the graveyard times 200. Tribute 1 effect monster, special summon normal monster from hit or deck, so you can summon the Wing Weaver from your deck for free off the Cosmo Brain, which is cool. I guess never mind then. I guess I'm kind of... I shouldn't play this, right? So if we want Cosmo Brain, we probably shouldn't play this. The idea here is we use a Tenyi, make a Monk, tribute the Monk, use this, summon Wing Weaver from the deck, and then we go into our rank 7. So that's the idea there. This guy here, tribute an effect monster, special summon this card, special summon 1 token, same type as that monster. So you get a level 7 and a free token, cool. And then this, I guess you summon just by sending a face down card, and then it's normal special summon, add a Metal Morph card. Unfortunately, Metal Morph cards aren't super generic. And click on this. They're not super generic. Like, yeah, I could technically search Metal Morph. I could technically search like this right here, but I don't really have the payoff for it at this point. But technically speaking, I can just search straight up Metal Morph. Like, I don't know what the advantage of searching this would be, but I could theoretically. And then we've got some other level 7s, rank 7s. We've got the Mech Knight Yellow Star, which can just special summon itself. There are 2 or more cards in a column. I guess we can potentially set that up. It's pretty easy to set up in this deck because you just summon any Tenyi, make a Monk in the extra monster zone, and then you just set any spell trap card, and you have the setup for a Mech Knight card. So yeah, this is what we've got today. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we lost a coin flip, but it's actually not a bad going second hand. We have Triple Tactics, Forbidden, Heavenly Dragon Cycle, unfortunately no Worms, Mech Knight, cool, going second, and Abyss Steel. So this actually is not a terrible hand, if we're going to be totally honest with ourselves. So it really depends on what they're doing. They are using Monster Reborn. This is like old ass cards right now. This is like, from what we've seen so far, this might as well be a deck from 2004. It's got Polymerization, Monster Reborn. What is he about to make? I'm incredibly curious. We are in Gold 5, so there's going to be a lot of hijinks. There's going to be a lot of foolishness. There's going to be some funny stuff going on. We are in Platinum 5. 3 monsters. Lancia, Ash Blossom, King of the Swamps. What are you making? Ghost, Guardian Chimera going first. Not able to pop anything. Not able to draw. I don't know what to say. Okay. I don't even know what to say. But all I know is that we can out it. To give up 2 hand traps. I will be summoning this, actually. I will be summoning Bestial Magnemite. I'm going to activate, send Lancia, or banish Lancia, summon this, and this will give us a free dragon too. Probably a Destrudo. At this point, I'm going to go for Destrudo. Yes, we're going to resolve the effect now. That confused me for a second. Yeah, or we can go Metal Claws. I don't really need Metal Claws. I guess we'll go Destrudo. Metal Claws can get us to the rank 7 we want, and then we can do all this other goofy stuff. Yeah, we can get to... Actually, yeah, we'll go with the new strategy. We'll search Metal Claws. We'll search Mr. Metal Claws. And we'll draw at Hara. Cool. That's not too bad. Okay, so what we'll do is this... During your main phase, you control non-effect. You can only use each effect, so that's cool. So then I'll set this here. Right, so then, well, now, because we set that, we can special summon out the Mech Knight. But we can also activate the summon Metal Claws. So we can send this to the graveyard, summon Metal Claws for free. Cool. Cool. And then we now can just continue to play here. So we can go Tomahawk. What does Tomahawk do? We can't attack or something like that. Let me just double check, make sure. Also, your opponent takes no more damage, but we're not really worried about damage right now. We're worried about the rest of it. So we'll use these two. Summon the Galaxy Tomahawk. Again, they're not going to be taking any damage, but that is not a major concern. Detach 2 materials. Summon 3 million tokens out that are 2,000 attack. Why am I summoning this defense mode? Summon all these tokens out, which is pretty strong. I mean, that's already pretty good. Now we have a non-effect. Activate the effect of this in graveyard. We're going to search another Tenyai here. We can search anything, honestly. It doesn't even matter which one we search here, I guess. We're going to end on a non-effect here. We're going to make a level 7 Yazi, pop this, then we're going to summon one from deck. I think... Do we have a Tenyai? Yeah, we have a worm in hand. Will we be ending on a non-effect? That's the question. And the answer is... Possibly. Possibly we'll be ending on a non-effect. But honestly... Yeah, I'm not really sure if I'll be ending on a non-effect. What I am sure is that Ashina always comes in handy, so I'll go with that. Because this will always come in handy. And now we go with Harvester. This. Cool. Harvester. Now what does he do? Target one monster opponent's graveyard, shuffle into the deck. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let's give you an Ash Blossom that you can potentially draw next turn. Let's give you one of those. We'll give you an Ash Blossom and hopefully you draw it. And then we make a Link Spider with this one because it's in defense mode. I guess we are ending on a non-effect monster after all. And then we go into Crusading Avermax. This is already looking like amazing right now. This deck is looking crazy. Maybe we just opened well, but this is looking pretty crazy. Avermax, cool. And now we can just normal summon this at Hara. At Hara, we can use probably with the Magnemite, right? We can go Magnemite. That way we just can maintain a non-effect monster at all times. Go into a Yazi. Yazi's going to pop both. Or never mind. Did we lock ourselves into something? I think this can't be targeted, right? This can't be targeted. If we use Polymerization, this card can't be targeted. That's not a problem. We're going to use Forbidden Droplets. And we will send Triple Tactics, because if they had a hand trap to use, they would have used it by now. We're going to negate this effect. And now we can use Yasi just fine. We're going to use Yazi, target itself, target the Guardian Chimera, activate the effect of the Yangzing. We're going to summon Moe because this will give us the free draw, whereas the other one... We're not playing Boxia, and yeah, if I was playing Boxia, I would have done a different route, but since I'm playing Moe, I'll do Moe. Yeah, I'll summon Moe. We also could have kept going and summoned Mare there, but I don't think that would actually help anything. Reveal the Ashina, summon the token. I'm definitely going to summon a Dragite here, get a free draw. Technically, we have game on board, but there's no point to really do anything yet. Dragite for sure. Yep, activate Moe, definitely want to draw. Another Beast. We have game on board like 4 different ways, but I'm going to activate the Ashina, banish itself, summon back, or summon from the deck. I think at Hara would be nice here, right? I think at Hara, or I mean not at Hara. Technically, we can make another level 7 if we wanted to, but it's not going to help us right now. So I think we make... I think this is fine. I think Shathana is fine. We summon a Shathana out. And now, off the Shathana, we make a Monk. We make a Monk, and then we give ourselves back the Adhara. Not the Adhara, we give ourselves back an Ashina for next turn. And then because we can't do any damage to them, I think we just pass here. Because there's nothing else we can do. We just pass on this. Which isn't bad. Again, we can't do any damage, so... Oh yeah, the tokens get destroyed. Whatever. Yeah, we probably could have used the token instead. Actually, we should have used the token is what we should have done. We should have used the token because we would have kept this on the board. Because the token is level 6, we would have used those two. And we would have been fine. But I guess then we wouldn't have been able to do some of the Ashina effects. So, I guess it's still kind of cool. So, that was relatively impressive, I will say. Now, our opponent gave us virtually no resistance whatsoever, but that was actually fairly kind of, that was kind of cool. That was a lot of summons. That was a lot of summons. There was a lot of points of interaction where our opponent could have ashed us, could have impermed us, and it wouldn't have really done anything. Other than maybe this dude right here. But we literally, this guy could have gotten Effect Veiler, impermed, whatever. Number one, we had triple tactics. Number two, we probably could have actually played through it, which is kind of sick. This guy is playing Tier Limits, which is cool. Actually, I'm going to put Chaining on because we have the Bestial Ball Drake. Awesome. We love that. He's going to activate that Diffusion Summon. I'm 100% going to use the Bestial Ball Drake. That was an incredibly lucky draw on my part. Very lucky. Because I could have drawn anything, and I drew a Bestial Ball Drake, which is a very good card. Yeah, if I kept that Magnamon on board, we could have used the Bestial Ball Drake as an interruption. He's going to go straight to the end phase. Makes sense. Straight to the end phase, Kashtira Ogre. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to summon that right now. I think we just go to battle phase, right? What are we at? 95. He's at 15. That's exactly game. It's literally exactly game. But we're going to make sure, just in case, he has some crazy effect in hand that lets him flow. We're going to activate that. Summon the Vishuda. Yep. Then we're going to activate the Monk. Yep, Monk of the Tenyi. Activate the Vishuda. Technically speaking, I could go into the Shatana, discard, summon something back, but we don't have a worm in hand right now. We do have Yazi, which means we can pop, and then summon another worm from deck. We have a lot of cool plays here. I think that it would be pointless to do all of that because we are just... There's no point to flexing our opponent. I'd rather just go to battle phase and win the game. I've been in situations before where people have been flexing against me. Like I've been... They're trying to get their dailies done, so they'll flex against you, and like the game is over, but they'll just keep comboing and comboing and comboing and comboing, and you're just like, just end the game already, man. So, because I don't like that being done to me, I won't do it to others. So we've got cool 4 legacy tickets, awesome. This is a great win to start the day. This is a pretty standard tier limit deck, other than the atrocious extra deck. Like this main deck is honestly not that awful. His plays were horrific. His deck is actually not even that bad. Like this is you can definitely get to diamond with this deck. Like you can definitely get to diamond with this deck if you fixed up the extra deck. I think what's even more impressive is the fact that he's got 2 royals in one archetype that is such a small archetype. I think that's pretty cool. All right, let's open up a master pack. We are back to opening 1 master pack again until we get to Platinum 4, and then we can open out 2. We can open 2. Let's see what we get here. Fabled, Naturia, Cyberdark, Torpedo Takedown. This is a Valmonica card, Insector, Vendred, and Nulmeri. Unfortunately, we own every single one of those cards, so nothing we can really do with those. But we can do something with these legacy tickets. We can do something here. Hopefully we get some awesome monsters that we can use. Honestly, like I said, I'm more so looking for extra deck stuff. Beast, Doom Shaman. Especially since our Baguska got hit, we definitely need some new extra deck stuff. In terms of our wish list, obviously it's not in this pack, but like IP, SP, Zeus, those are all like wish list items. When this card is normal summon target one set card, your opponent should look at it. Your opponent cannot activate spells in response to that. Alright, sure, that's not good. But yeah, wish list items, IP, SP, and this guy's not bad actually. IP, SP, Appaloosa. Knowing our luck, it'll get hit like a week after. Appaloosa, SP, IP, Zeus are probably like the big ones we definitely want to pull, just because that's something that you always have access to. It's in the extra deck. All right, we won the coin flip. The hand is not bad actually. We have a normal summon with the incredible Clecia, and then everything else is special summons, which is pretty good. We just have to be intelligent about this. We'll activate at Hara to start. Yeah, we'll activate at Hara to start. We'll try to get at least 2 on board here. So we'll summon that. Our opponent's going to Mulch Army us. But we will ash that. We will definitely ash that Mulch Army because I have way too many. I literally will just end if I don't Mulch Army this. So I don't know what relevance that has to do with anything at the moment. I guess that kills off some of our plays because we can't banish, but that doesn't kill all of our plays. So we'll summon that. Cool. That doesn't kill all of our plays, but like I said, it does kill some plays because we have to remember that we can't use Ed Horror to add back, And we also can't use a Shuna to summon from deck. So there are definitely some plays that we are definitely limited by here. And then we'll activate summon Shathana out immediately. Normal summon this. Activate. Yes, I know this is a tuner for those of you that still aren't sure. We can do this, or we can... what's the extra draw going to do for us at this moment? We have the Shathana already. The Taya is probably slightly better. We'll go with Taya. Then why did I keep the Nahata in hand? That's a great question. I can't banish. I can't banish. I totally forgot. I can't banish. That Lancia actually cooked me more. I should have gone with the other one. So we'll just go with these two. Summon in defense. Baguska, pass. Obviously, I didn't want to end on this, but I ended on this. Yeah, it sucks. What can you do? What can you do? I messed up. What would I have ended on other than that? Honestly, I probably would have summoned Moyi, summoned a Synchro Monster. I would have negated that with a drag. I would have summoned Dragite. And yeah, I would have summoned a Dragite. That's what I would have done. It's going to get changed to defense instantly. Yeah, I would have summoned a Dragite, negated this effect. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I would have summoned a Dragite, negated that. And I would have ended a Monk Dragite, maybe. And I would have drawn a card off the Moyi too. Monk Dragite, ended on a Moyi. I mean, we'll see what we can do here. He is playing Feedsmith, which has a link element, which is completely unaffected by Baguska. Even if I had negated this planet right here, he would have just gone full Feedsmith combo, so it wouldn't have mattered. And like the fusion aspect of this deck is hurt by this, but not the rest of it. Also, Lacrima doesn't work. I don't know why you would summon Lacrima, but I mean, okay, that's fine. I mean, I guess you gotta have to summon something, right? Personally, I probably would have summoned another Engraver out. He's gonna Saronir. Get rid of my Ecclesia. Ecclesia is the one card in my graveyard I really don't use anyway. Doesn't have any recursion elements to it. Okay, he's gonna summon back Engraver. Yeah, this can't send this to the graveyard because it's this effect that's doing it, so I guess I'm kind of good. The only question is, how do I out this giant board? Like, this is a pretty big board full of some pretty big monsters. I guess you can go into Appaloosa. Okay, and then you just like attack. They can send a branded card. Yeah, he's going to send Lubellion. Battle phase, he's going to run over our Baguska. Hey, it is what it... We have the out. I mean, we literally just... Actually, do we have the out? No, because this negates activations, right? Yeah. Technically, we don't have the out, but... Cosmo Brain. We'll try. We're going to activate Nahata. We're going to hope for him to negate some stuff here. With his Bow of the Goddess. He, again, has this. That actually cuts off my plays that I was planning to do. So I needed... That actually really sucks, yeah. That sucks for me. Special out the Monk. That sucks. That actually sucks. I was going to use Shathana to bait at least one negate here, but I can't even do that. That's not enough. I guess we have to go this because I literally don't have... Yeah, I have to bait one negate. I had to do something. His graveyard is full. Yeah, it kind of sucks. We're gonna summon this by sending this dude to the graveyard. Activate tribute one effect monster special summon. Again, at this moment, the only thing we have is a Nightmare Phoenix. Not enough to do anything. We'll activate this. Tribute itself. We'll see if he resolves. Nope, he does not resolve. And next turn, he's got a whole wave of new stuff. It's the Feedsmith combo that's really the issue next turn. Now I think we just end phase again. We're under... I can't use this. And I can't use this. So I can't out anything. And I also can't even use Adhara. So I can't really do anything. And then he's got full Feedsmith combo. through Appaloosa. Honestly, this is a done deal. There's nothing I can do about this. Even if I did have the Lancia, I don't think that would have done anything. It's just I don't think there's a board that I could have made that would have made a difference there. It was just summoning summoning Monk was the wrong decision, but even then, I don't think there was really anything I could have done differently. I mean, there's different things that I could have done, but I don't think it would have changed the outcome. All right, we have won the coin flip. We have, unfortunately, only one worm in hand and Moyi. I guess we can special summon this out for first things first. Yeah, we summon this out. Now, the big question is, geez, that sucks. Yeah, we have Moyi, and then we have Kashtira Ogre. I could have summoned this, but then... Did I have a way to... Yeah, because Cosmo Brain is a 1 card. I guess we summon this out, activate effect. We'll see what happens here. I guess we'll save the Tomahawk for the follow-up. We'll see what we draw to. Summon this. Token, activate. Summon out. I think Ragite's it's just more consistent as a negate. Summon this, Dragite out. Yep, activate effect. Draw a card. Technically, we also could have gone with... We also could have summoned Berserker, and then we could have used Berserker to make the Link 1, and then send the Link 1 to the graveyard, summon Cosmo Brain. We technically could have done that, too. Our opponent clearly has an Ash Blossom or something. Affect Veiler is very random, because there's nothing here to affect Veiler. There's nothing. Why would you? And now I'm going to use the effect of Kashtira Ogre. Instant Contact's pretty good. Whether I can use it right now, I don't really know. Bestial Magnemite, Bestial Saronir, Lordly Load. Okay. Do I have any lights or darks? No. Does he have any lights or darks? Yes. So we go with banishing the Magnemite. It's a 1 of 2, which is nice. We can make this, but what the hell is that going to actually do for us? Because this will summon us to level 4 out, but level 4 does nothing, and then I can just... I think we just pass here. I legitimately think we just pass, and we have nothing else. We just save all these resources. Actually, no. I can use Destrudo to make a level 7, a level 7 to make a Crusadia Avermax. Bam, I just saw the play. A little late, but I saw it. I almost ended the turn there. Instant Contact, pay 1,000, summon this. Summon this out, cool. Activate Destrudo. Yep, Destrudo itself. Summon this. Yeah, I almost missed that in my mind. Yazi. Summon Yazi. Summon Yazi right here. Summon Galaxy Tomahawk. These two. Bam, right there. Galaxy Tomahawk. Activate. Detach both materials. Cool. I almost missed this line. I almost missed this line. These are going to get destroyed anyway, so defense, offense doesn't really matter. I legitimately almost missed this line. I summon the Harvester Eagle, dude. This. And now we're going to definitely use the Harvester Eagle, so I know they're going to get a Bestial next, so put that Effect Veiler back into the deck. It gets shuffled, but it is what it is. He has nothing in graveyard that makes this unbelievable amounts of attack. And then we just summon the Link Spider. We don't have any monster to summon off of it, but that's cool. I can't summon this. Must be summoned by summoning a non-effect monster. Huh. Yeah. And then we just go Crusadia Avermax with these two. This gets destroyed at the end phase. Technically, this can't be sent to graveyard because it's a token, but I guess we just end on that. It's not too bad. We just end phase here. This gets destroyed. Yep. And that's, I guess it's not too bad, and it had some resilience. Again, we kind of wish that we had better monsters in terms of our links, because look, we have really good links for going second, but we have not, like, we're really missing like a going first interruption type of link, because we have, well, we have things like, oh boy, We have things like Crusade Avermax, which is like a great card. We're missing proactive stuff like Appaloosa. He's going to search Birth. I'm definitely going to stop Birth. I'm not dealing with Birth. He's going to activate Birth. I'm definitely going to negate Birth. I know I'm going to lose a monster from my extra deck. I'll live with it. I am not letting Birth resolve, because Birth is too much. Birth is a lot. Birth gives him, lets him special summon back. It gives him the normal summon of level 7s. I'm not dealing with Birth. I'm not dealing with Birth at all. He's going to, yeah, he can banish one of my monsters face down. I don't care. I'm not dealing with Birth. I'm not. I don't even know what he's going to... Does it really matter which one anyway? Because I legitimately don't even think it matters which one. Yeah, he's going to get rid of Berserker. I mean, it's not like I have super easy access to him with this hand anyway. My way to access them is either one of level 7 Tenyis and a level 1 Tenyi, or open Lordly Load. He opened, not Lordly, well, he basically opened Lordly Load, but he opened Ether Barrel. He's going to set the Lordly Load. Very interesting. I don't even know what he's playing, but he's playing this like pile of like annoying engines. Like Kashtira, Bestials, Primite. The only thing missing is Fiendsmith, and he's got like the entire rack of just like annoying cards that kind of exist. Like just annoying engines that are just like gigantic monsters. He's going to make a Link 2, which is Verte Anaconda. He's going to obviously activate that, make a Dragoon. Dragoon I don't concern myself with much. Magnet Crusade Max isn't out to Dragoon. He always beats Dragoon. Oh, actually, never mind. He doesn't always beat Dragoon, because unfortunately, yeah, he doesn't beat Dragoon, because we don't have a Dragoon that can't be destroyed. I mean, we don't have a Mech Knight Crusader Max that can't be destroyed by card effects. He only beats Dragoon if you make it the regular way, but we don't. Yeah, if you make it with IP, it can't be destroyed by card effects. So if your opponent attacks it, they have to negate the effect that gains attack, and then when it gets destroyed, it spins the Dragoon back. So it's one of those cards that Dragoon cannot beat, but because we don't have a properly made one using an IP Little Knight or an SP or an IP Masquerena, it unfortunately does lose to Dragoon. This guy was playing some super pile of just big dragons and engines, and just it's just a bunch of engines of various. It's just yeah, that's what I can call it. This is like engine the deck. It's got like the Dragoon engine. It's also got the Black Metal Dragon engine. It's got Nemesis Corridor, Summon Colossus. It's got the Primite engine. It's got the Bestial engine. It's got the, for some reason, it's got all the level 7s with the Fenrir, the Kashtira Fenrir. It's got, yeah, the Kashtira engine. It's got, basically, there's like 6 different engines in here, but no deck. Alright, we just won the coin flip. We unfortunately bricked on these Heavenly Dragon cycles. I really, honestly can't do anything. Like, I literally cannot do any. I can't make a play. These two need worms. We didn't draw worms. That's the best play I could have made. The best play I could have made was thinking and discussing my options. We won. Great. I'll take it. We're in gold. I'll take the free win. Okay, here's our free master pack. Always take a free master pack with a UR. Totally unearned. Hopefully we get something. We do need something, like I said, ever since Baguska got hit. Metal Foes combination. Constellar. Another Constellar. Cool. Marincess Crowntail. Not the good one. Level's too high. Ciphering Circuit. Botanical Lion. Naturia Eggplant. We've got a super rare or better. We got a DDD monster we've already got. And for the UR, we've got Warrock Meteo Dragon. Meteo Dragon. Okay. Can I be destroyed by your opponent's card effects? Positive news. When attack is declared involving this card and your opponent's monster, you can negate that opponent's monster's effect this turn, as well as activate effects on the field with monsters with the same original name. Okay, once per turn during the battle phase in which an Earth monster battles, quick effect, you can make all Warrock monsters gain 200 until the end phase. If your opponent's turn, also, this card can make 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase this turn. Wow, that is underwhelming. And it doesn't even special summon itself. And it's just this level 7. How are you supposed to get it out there? Nobody knows kind of a card. That is rough. Okay, let's open up some legacy tickets. Hopefully get something nice. You got 2. Please, 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 please. I beg you, please, something nice. Updraft, Swift Samurai Storm. More repeats. At this point, some episodes where we just pull nothing but repeat. Mass Dragon, cool, and Card of Sacrifice. Draw 2 cards. If the combined attack of all your face-up protectors and monsters is less than the attack of all your opponent's monsters, lowest attack. You cannot summon... Oh, okay. Okay. So you have to have at least 2 monsters, and they have to be weaker than your opponent's monsters. Okay. Can I summon or change battle position the turn you activate this card? Which, ideally, you're summoning during your opponent's turn, but that's still... You're activating this to your opponent's turn, but that's still kind of rough. Now, this card's kind of rough. It is technically a draw 2 and a trap deck. But most of our trap decks are like... They run Paleozoics, so you can't summon Paleozoics during the turn you activate this. They summon trap monsters. You can't summon trap monsters the turn you activate this. So, unfortunately, this card is... In the deck where it would be best, is still not good. The only deck that I can imagine, other than that it can be useful in... Maybe our stun deck, but again, it's one of those cards that is only going to be useful. Like, you have to have 2 monsters in order to use this, which the stun deck, you summon, you end. So you have 1 monster. So it's very rare that you have 2 monsters and that the 2 monsters are going to be weaker than your opponent's monsters, because you have 2 floodgate monsters, so your opponent's not summoning anything. This card doesn't really have a real use for us, unfortunately. Okay, for the giant Warrock fans that I know exist out there, this is what we have for Warrocks. We have Goktos, which we've had from the beginning. We don't have Teal-Haired Girl. We got these. We have 5 Mahmoods. We have this girl that can summon herself for free. Skylar. And we're missing Bashlios. We're missing Warrock Mountain, which is the best card in the deck. I'm still not sure how you're supposed to summon these big-ass monsters. Probably a card here. How do you actually summon like something like a level 7 like this? How do you summon this? I'm sure if you read these, let's go sent to graveyard. You can your opponent's card effects per summon 1 big Warrock monster. Sent to graveyard from the monster zone by an opponent's card effect. An opponent's card effect, not by battle. An opponent's card effect. Yeah, I don't really know how you're supposed to summon the big monsters. I'm sure there's a way, but unfortunately, none of them summon themselves. It's probably written on one of these many spells and trap cards. This is probably how it is. Unfortunately, I don't like I said, we're missing Warrock Mountain, which is like key, and then we're missing some of these other cards. If this card's sent from a monster zone by an opponent's card effects for summon, again, this is special summon itself, but again, it requires... It's good if your opponent does something. Again, you don't want to have to rely on your opponent doing something. It's usually not a great measure for a card. Okay, we've been winning coin flips like crazy today. Like, we have won pretty much every coin flip. It's kind of insane because we usually lose so many coin flips. Today, it's like every coin flip we've just been winning. But we've got Kashtira and a bunch of... I kind of despise the fact that the Kashtira cards and the Tenyi cards are very, very poor, like very bad with each other. This hand has Kashtira stuff, but it also has the Tenyi stuff, and I kind of have to, like, I have a route for neither in this hand. I have Kashtira Ogre, I have Adhara. If I summon one, I can't summon the other. And I don't really have a great route with the... Like, what route do I have with the Tenyis? I can make, like, the Tenyi Link 3, maybe? Like, I don't have a great route with that. I think we honestly just summon this, and... I think we can just normal summon Adhara. And probably go into a Risen. And we summon Risen. Give us a spell negate. Oh, but I don't have... Oh, yeah, I have a water, yeah. I have a water. I'll activate this just in case, because we didn't activate anything. Maybe our opponent will, like, affect Veiler or something. They don't. We definitely don't want to draw any of these. So let's put that back at the bottom, and then we'll set this and pass. And unfortunately, that's all we've got for this hand. This hand was very, very rough. Very rough, unfortunately. This is not a great hand. But it is what it is. Sometimes you're going to draw hands like this. That's life. I'm going to start off with, is that an Ice Jade? Yeah, they're going to start off with an Ice Jade. I can negate one. Playing Ice Barriers. I can negate one spell trap card. And then basically one monster here. Right off the bat, this makes Barone or the other Ice Jade monster. The level 10. Level 10 Ice Barrier monster. You can go straight into it, or you can just make, like I said, Barone. Yeah, this is the monster I was referring to. This guy's kind of crazy. Hopefully he just goes to battle phase and I... Yep. Now he's got Revealer. It'd be smart for me to negate this. But if I negate this, then he just runs over my monster. Oh. And if I run over it by battle, he gets to summon an Ice Barrier or Synchro monster from the extra deck, and it counts as a Synchro. So if like he attacks this and I Forbidden Droplets, this goes to graveyard. He gets to summon Trishula, he gets to banish my monster. So I kind of have to do this. Send Maputra to graveyard. Confirm. This hand was very awkward. Because it didn't have enough 10s to do anything with, but it also didn't have enough rank 7s to do anything with. So it just like was an all-around bad hand. It had a little bit of 10s, a little bit of synchros. It had a little bit of 10s and a little bit of had the 10s that weren't so great in combination with the one level 7, so it wasn't really enough for either. But now it kind of sucks for us because all we have is one Chthon. The second I summon it, he's going to use this effect to special summon an Ice Barrier monster from hand, deck, or extra deck, or graveyard. And he can change a battle position. Go end phase, cool. This effect can be usable next turn too, which is kind of crazy. This is a free special summon, technically, but yeah, this dude's a free special summon. I contribute this, summon it, but then he gets to... Yeah, if I summon, I get a token. I can make a link too. He's going to summon Raiho. I mean, my hand's basically empty anyway. Yeah, I can go summon this, but this isn't really doing anything. It's just a free summon. I don't have enough level 7s. So I think we just go Chthana here. Once per chain. Oh, it's per chain, so he's going to be able to do this effect again. Because it's twice per turn, so you can summon another Ice Barrier. Oof, this is rough. And this one does what exactly? It's basically anti-spell. Who do I have in graveyard? Adhara, Chthana. Alright, we'll go to battle. We'll attack into Revealer. Do some damage to ourselves. Activate Chthana. Again, he can just, when I pop his card. Yes, when I pop this card, I think he can float. No, he can't float because this... Well, he can float, never mind. I was going to explain my way away, but no, I think he can float, and then you can summon Trishula and just banish this. Or Trishula 2, the sequel. Okay, there's 3 cards your opponent controls. And that, I think, just wraps up the game. There's nothing I can really do from here. That's unfortunate. Like I said, we drew kind of 50-50 between the two engines, and it didn't really work out for us. Alright, we drew a pretty good hand, but we did lose the coin flip, so... What can you do? They're going to start off with a small world. We have Ghost Ogre. And we have a Mech Knight. Okay, they are playing Ryziel. I'm gonna gold. I don't get penalized for losing. I'm just gonna scoop it up and go to the next game. This isn't worth sticking through. They're gonna... Mostly because of the length of time that they play. Okay, we again opened 2 Heavenly Dragon cycles, but we did open, no, we didn't open anything. I was going to say we opened a playable situation, but no, we didn't, because this can't be summoned. These 2, he's going to max us anyway, so even if we did open something good, we got max seed, and we can activate this effect now. Cool, so we can look at 5 cards, and then we can banish something. For sure going to, ooh, that's not bad. If I banish this, that's over. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely banish an Exodia piece because that shuts off that entire aspect of the deck. I'll set this hoping my opponent destroys it, and I'll go to end phase. Yep. That's cool. We banished the face down an Exodia piece, so he cannot go into the giant Exodia God card. I was going to banish the Wedju Temple, but then I thought about it. If he's banking on summoning the Exodia, that just turned it off. That's cool for us. Yep, he's going to place that. Again, he has no... I don't think there's any way for them to get a banished face down Exodia piece back. I don't think there's any way. The only thing that sucks is this deck can summon some big monsters. I think the biggest one is the one that's 2750, so he can summon that out. Again, Millennium Ankh does nothing because an Exodia piece is banished. That's kind of like a dead card. He can summon this, cannot be destroyed by monster effects. If he summons, I think one of them can't be destroyed by battle. Is that the shield? Nope, that can't be summoned by, destroyed by spell traps. I will again use Kashtira Ogre, even though I really didn't need to here. I guess we banish the Blue Eyes. I mean, we can banish another Exodia piece. He's got one banished. I guess we just banish the Blue Eyes because Blue Eyes is good and it does summon itself. We summon a big monster. He can still do a lot. Like he can still, his deck still puts a lot of monsters on board. It really just depends on his extra deck and then what he can do. I mean, he has a bunch of free summons. He's gonna activate D-Fissure. Okay. Okay, he's gonna go to end phase. Cool. Cool. I feel very good. Kashtira Ogre is awesome against his deck, which is good for me. Fortunately, our deck hand is still totally dead, but at least we can attack over some stuff. So we'll attack over Senjin Dude. We'll again banish some cards off the top of his deck. I don't care about that. You can draw it. Retaliating Seep, Nibiru, none of this stuff matters. So I guess we'll get rid of Super Poly. Just because there's a chance that it could be good. So go in the back row, obviously, and the next turn you can use it again. And we're just going to go to the end phase here with what we've got. Like I said, we have 3 cards that are totally, totally dead. And unfortunately, this is even more dead now. So even if I draw Tenyi, this is dead because I can't send a monster to the graveyard because of D-Fissure, which is unfortunate for me. Destrudo can be our potential out to this. If I summon any level 4 Destrudo, we can use Yazi to pop Dimensional Fissure, and then we can play from there. But we really need to draw. We really need to draw something in order to do that. He's going to send those 2 to the graveyard. He's going to summon this dude. Target on monster, place it. Yep, he's going to place that as a spell trap card. That's no good. He might be able to OTK us. It actually sucks because we had Kashtira Ogre, which did so much for us in this duel. And then the rest of our hand is just unplayable garbage. It's literally unplayable garbage. Like these 2 did nothing. And we drew them together, and then just like we need a worm so badly. Like that is the one we didn't want to draw actually, but it's fine. The reason I'm saying we didn't want to draw this is because it is a tuner, but it's fine. I can play around it. We can monk. Unfortunately, that gets banished, so I'm going to lose it. We summon monk. We activate the cycle to get rid of this, and now we can search or add to hand, which we still have a normal summoned. We don't have any. Actually, both of these would be worthless because we have no graveyard. We have no Tenyis in hand. Our play right now is to make a Yazi. That's our play. So I think we just make. I guess we just go for Nahata, special summon to field. Yeah, why not? Summon the Nahata and activate the Strudo. Pay half our life points. Summon this out. Now we can make a Yazi. Yazi's pretty decent here. Because we can activate Yazi. Pop itself. Definitely pop the D-Fissure. And now we can kind of play. Yep, activate Yazi. And I think we can just make Crusader Avermax here if we can. Because we will use Yazi to summon out Mare, right? Actually, Yazi. Oh, yeah, we have to. Yeah, because we cut Boxia. Boxia could have been a possibility here. Shuffle some stuff back. But I think we just make... Yeah, we make... Summon a Mare. And now we get to... the plays that we need to get to. Yeah, we'll activate this. Activate. I wish we had what's his name too. It kind of sucks that we don't, but... Actually, hold on. I might not even have a way to get to Crusader Avermax with these guys. Do I? I think I should be fine. Actually, I have Shaman. Yeah, use Shaman. Shaman can summon some stuff for us. Kind of... Yeah, we'll banish this Yazi. Summon this back. The reason I didn't use Shaman is because I actually don't think it would have been a great idea there. We'll summon the Nightmare Phoenix using these two. I don't think it would have been smart to use Shaman, because if I would have used Shaman, I couldn't have used the effect. There's no point to destroy any spell trap cards. I mean, I could destroy Wedju Temple, but he probably could just get another one, and it's not really doing much for him anyway. Yeah, so I'm good with that. And then we just go Crusader Avermax here. Yeah, we go these two Crusader Avermax. Next turn we have Mare all over again next turn to do a bunch more stuff for us. Go to battle phase. And we also have just attack over the Doom Dragon. Yes, we want to activate this for sure. See, because this way I can get over this monster now. Whereas I couldn't have gotten over that monster if I had used the effect of Shaman. And then we just go to end phase here. Next turn, Mare is cool because it just produces more tokens next turn that we can tribute for Heavenly Dragon Cycle. We can activate the effect of Heavenly Dragon Cycle in Graveyard. Surge of Tenyi, like it just produces more Tenyi, so keeping it around is pretty good. He's going to use this. Cool, whatever. Because right now he's in a weird situation. His boss monster is unavailable to him because of our Kashtira Ogre. And Crusader Avermax is generally not the easiest monster in the world to out. I know, obviously, I wish we had Masquerena, because that would make it very difficult to out. But even with what we have on board here, it's still fine, fairly difficult to out. He's going to go into Typhon, which does not target and shovels back the Crusader Avermax, which is not good for us. Yep, he's going to return a monster. He's going to return Crusader Avermax. Doesn't go to graveyard. Because he does not go to graveyard, unfortunately, it is what it is. And now he's going to destroy this. I have no point. If I activate that, I lose. Typhon, man. Freaking Typhon. Okay, we need to draw a worm again. We need to draw a worm. Okay. We drew a worm. That opens us up to some possibilities here. So we'll activate this. Summon that out. We have another... What does this prevent us from doing? Activate the effects. Okay. Okay, so we have a route here. Summon a Monk of the Tenyi. Summon this out. Monsters with a bunch of attack can't activate their effects. 3,000 or more attack. Okay. Okay, that's good. So now we can... I think the Cosmo... This route... Actually, no. First we go with this. First we go with the Heavenly Dragon Cycle. And we'll add... We add this to hand. Because we got to get over this Typhon. I want to destroy Typhon by battle. I don't want to put the Typhon into the extra deck. Because then he could just summon it again. And then we're stuck where we are. So, I think... In this particular case... I think we can make an Adhara to add back something from here instead, from the banish. I think we can do that. Adhara to add back from banish is probably best. Because bouncing doesn't do anything. We don't want to bounce this. I think we just add Adhara to hand for our free card. And then we will not summon anything. No. Now we use the Cosmo. Actually, hold on. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, because we're getting that. Okay, I'm going to activate. Summon Cosmo Brain. Summon that out. Activate her effect. Send it tribute itself. Summon Wing Weaver from the deck. Is that really what that does? Oh, because we didn't have another. Oh, I should have summoned this earlier. Well, I guess we're going a different route then. Okay, I didn't mean to go this route. I just didn't read the card properly. I should have summoned the Monk. I should have summoned the Adhara. Is what I should have done. So we'll summon this, go to battle phase, destroy the Typhon, activate its effect, gain some attack over the Millennium Shield, and that'll be placed into the back row. But now we have this to deal with, and we just hit the end phase. Yeah, I totally forgot about this Cosmo Brains effect. Technically, we should have made another Crusader Avermax there instead of making the Draco Berserker, but I guess this Draco Berserker is not so bad too. He still has plays, which is kind of insane. Yeah, we definitely should have made the Crusader Avermax there. I should have summoned the free Adhara. I should have summoned the Adhara, or normal summon Adhara, tribute Adhara, summon Wing Weaver, gone into the level 7 plays, and then we would have made Galaxy Tomahawk. We've made Crusader Avermax. We've just attacked over Typhon, and then we would have ended on a Crusader Avermax. I guess you can make the argument this is technically better. You can make the argument either way. You can make the argument that Draco Berserker plus Heavenly Dragon Cycle is better. It could go either way. Either way. It's a pretty decent situation for us. It's a pretty decent situation for him too. Like he's gone through a lot. He's gone through Doom Dragon. I don't know how many of these he's playing. Hopefully not anymore. He's going to Millennium Shield. Do I care that he places this as a spawn trap card? I really don't. I'm more so concerned with other stuff here. I'm more so concerned with whatever else he'll summon here. I'm going to place the Blue Eyes, dude. See, I'm more concerned with stuff like that. He's going to place another Millennium Shield. He's got multiple Millennium Shields and the Senjin guy. And all his monsters have so much attack. It's kind of insane. He's going to go to end phase. Okay. I'm not going to Heavenly Dragon Cycle here. Cashier Ogre's dead right now because and I can tribute it, but that would just be dumb. We're going to go to battle phase, attack over the shield. We're going to attack over the shield, and then we're going to get another attack. And then we're going to attack over this. And then we're just going to go to end phase. We technically should have attacked the other monster first because we would have gained attack and then attacked again. So this monster would have been even bigger. I mean, we're at 5,900 attack. It's pretty strong. I don't think if we're getting beaten, it's not by a monster attack. It's not going to be by a monster's attack for sure. And right now we got to be careful about summoning big monsters once this is in graveyard. But yeah, because he can summon big monsters out onto the field. He's going to Wedju Temple for Wedju Temple. This is a very competitive game. Like, this would have been not competitive if we had not banished that Exodia piece. The second we banished that Exodia piece, this game became very competitive. Like, it became outrageously competitive. Instant Contact doesn't really do anything because it can't summon a worm. If it summoned a worm, that'd be kind of crazy. We're going to attack over the Millennium Shield here. We get another attack on monsters, right? Not just directly, yeah, just on monsters. Main phase 2, end phase. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do here. Nothing I can really do here. All I will say, I don't know who's going to win. I legitimately do not know who is going to win. Us or them. But this has been a fun duel. I do not know who's going to win. This honestly is one of those duels. This could go either way. But it has been very fun. The second we banished that Exodia piece, we were in the game. It didn't win us the game, but we were in the game, which made this so much fun. Because now my opponent has to like think and go through the extra deck and go, like they actually have to play. They can't just summon that Exodia that's like a million attack, that can't be destroyed by card effects, that can negate a spell trap. Like they couldn't just summon that and win the duel, but now they're ending on nothing. Ashuna. Yeah, we should go to battle phase. I think we should go to battle phase. Attack directly. If they have something in the form of a trap card, we're cooked. If not, we won. That was a really good duel. That was very fun on both our parts. He didn't even particularly play bad. It's just that when you banish, when you stop a major component, the win condition to his deck, and he has to play creatively, it makes it very difficult for him. That's a lot of legacy tickets and well deserved. This is what my opponent was playing. It's a fairly standard version of the deck. If he was playing multiple Doom Dragons, he would have beaten us, honestly. But obviously, he needs extra deck space for random stuff. He could probably cut down on Unstoppable Exodia if you... I mean, 3 of them seems like a lot. This guy didn't even particularly draw bad. We just got really lucky, honestly. Okay, let's open up a Master Pack. Hopefully get something good out of this one. The last one, like I said, I had a UR, but we didn't pull anything crazy out of it. Got a super rare here, Buster Whelp, Magic Key card, Infernoid, the Evil Swarm monster, target one phase of monster button to return to the hands, a flip effect. That is essentially like, this could have been made in like 2001. It is such a underwhelming card. Gusto, Performapal, Ruxrose Dragon. We got a guaranteed super, at least, is an Azamina card. Illusion monster, light spellcaster monster. Technically speaking, we can summon this because we do have the cards to use with it. I mean, it just doesn't do anything for us because we don't have any of the Sinful Spoils, Azamino. We have nothing to search. We don't have a use for this card. Like it's a good card. It searches an Azamina Sinful Spoils card, and when it dies, it adds Sinful Spoils. Like it has great use. But we just don't have a use for it at all. We maybe could use it as a super poly target. We do have super poly. But again, it's like an illusion or spellcaster monster, kind of specific. A light spellcaster, but kind of specific. Okay, we have some legacy tickets to open. 5 legacy tickets for one duel is pretty good. And pretty good duel, honestly. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of plays we could have made, and I think we made most of the right ones. Shuffle one Blackwing monster into the deck, add a Blackwing monster. Coach Goblin. Neither of those are that great. And Blackwings is way too high rarity. This guy is good in GOAT format, but not for us. Ghost Gardener. When a face-up monster you control is selected for an attack, change this to this card. You're 0 attack, dude. If this card's destroyed by battle, sends the grave, target one face-up monster, lose 1,000. That is no good, unfortunately. That is not a great card. That is not a great card at all. Got attack gainer, not bad. Hunter Dragon. Okay. Attack Gainer's not bad. I only say that because you can summon it off of Ice Sold. You get, if you have an Earth monster, you can make Naturia Beast. Yomi Ship. Old card, not very good. Destroy by battle, destroy the monster that destroyed it. It's like just okay. It's not that great, not that horrible. I mean, it's like a decent old card for like older duels. Clear Vice Dragon and Level Limit Area B. I guess that's not bad for certain situations. You are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. I don't have it. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, its attack becomes twice the attack of the attack target during damage calculation only. This card would be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. Discard one card instead. Okay. Okay, we lost the coin flip. My opponent's playing Kashtira. I actually am going to go Stoker this. Oh, no. There's no point. There's no point to Ghost Ogre this, because he's going to search the spell card. The spell card can just summon it back. There's no point to. We're playing Kashtira. We drew a hand that looks like... It's kind of insane. Crystal Beasts with Kashtira in it. Okay. Crystal Bond. That is interesting. I did not expect Crystal Beast Kashtira. I really did not expect that. But yeah, this hand is... My hand kind of sucks for this situation, because he's probably not going to put many Crystal Beasts into the graveyard. If I pop this, it'll go to the back row anyway. Yeah, and so it's a rough hand right now, because he's probably not going to put anything in the graveyard. Also, personally, I really don't like Kashtira Ogre. I love it as a card. I love the Bestials as a card. I love the Tenyis as cards. I love all three of those, but they have such atrocious interactions with one another. They really, really do, because if I summon these, I can't summon this. If I summon this, I basically have to hold these to be able to summon this. Like, there's so much to... This guy's so good, but I kind of have to hold on to it. IP. We really need an IP bad. That's a card like I said, I've been dying to pull for such a long time. It's going to go again into SP. So SP that can't be destroyed by card effects. Can banish something. Yes, his own cards. Just don't banish a light or a dark, please. That's what I beg. It's light or a dark. It's unfortunate that... Actually, I'll just Ghost Ogre this. That's perfect. I'll Ghost Ogre this. I'll pop this. Then I won't have to deal with SP. Little Knight on my turn. I hope he doesn't have triple tactics or something like that, but... It is what it is. Like, the triple tactics doesn't... It's going to let him draw 2, but he's already, like, wasted his normal... I'm dumb as hell, because this was made with an IP Masquerade. Now I'm a moron for that. That sucks. I completely forgot. See, that's such a dumb play. It threw me off. Because there was no need to do that play in this turn in that moment. Like, there was no need for him to do that play. I should have Ghost Ogre this card right here. Obviously, I screwed up, and I'm going to have to live with it. It literally happened 2 seconds ago. Yeah, okay. Well, what can you do? You gotta live with it now. And Fists is dead right now. But he's definitely going to activate a card, so I'm going to definitely be able to... I'm definitely going to be able to use this effect for sure. And now we go with the Bestial Magnamut. Banish the IP. Yep, cool, so we'll banish that, summon this out. He'll probably activate this dude right. We'll activate this, he'll probably activate Unicorn, and then we'll be able to triple tactics talents. And actually, Kashtira Unicorn is a level 7, so we can actually steal it and potentially make a rank 7. So that's cool. We'll also be able to use the Kashtira Ogre once he uses Unicorn. We'll see what he banishes here. He dictates the plays we make next. If he banishes Tomahawk, that changes a lot, but he's going to banish the Tenyi monster. Yep, we'll activate this, banish something for free. Cool. Cool, we'll banish something. 5 cards. Another Unicorn, triple tactics. I'm going to go with the Unicorn. Let that leave right now. Now from here I can draw 2, or I can either draw 2 or I can just... I think draw 2 is pretty good here. I think we'll draw 2 because he's drawing... What is he drawing next? This right here? Oh no, he's drawing triple tactics. Yeah, I think I'll just go with draw 2. I could steal Unicorn and then make a rank 7. Yeah, but that's not... I don't think that's really too necessary. I have the outs to most of what he's doing, so that's fine. I'll just draw 2. And if he ashes it, he ashes it. It's fine. Not the best cards, but cards nevertheless. Activate another Bestial Baldrake. Banish the Carbuncle. this dude out. Can normal summon Nahata. If we turn this into a monk, we have fists for his turn. We'll go monk. We should still have a ghost ogre here, but it is what it is. I messed up. And then we just go to battle phase now. We'll start with an attack on SP Little Snake because we want to wipe it out. He has something. I don't know what he's got that he can activate. Does he have Imperm? Like, I really don't actually know what he's got. Yeah, so we'll attack over that. Cool. Attack over this. Already used the effect. And now we just do a little bit of damage here. Like I say, he's drawing triple tactics, so I have to be careful not to use Cashier Ogre on his turn. But everything else is fine, because there's nothing really else left to use. I guess I just have to be careful about the triple tactics. Yeah, I think we just set these two, right? Yeah, I think we just set these. Set this and pass. Like I said, we have to just be careful, just in case. End phase, resolve this effect. We're not going to activate any monster effects because it is dangerous. We're going to Deshudo, yep. Deshudo will give us rank 7, Yazi, all that stuff, so Deshudo's pretty decent. And we just have to be careful. Also, you can use Birth again. Do that entire route next turn. Yeah, so we know what he's drawing. He's drawing triple tactics here. And then the other 3 cards I don't know. He has triple tactics. This can bring back Mr. Cashier Unicorn. Yeah, that's pretty good. So you can bring back Cashier Unicorn. Got Birth. We could have gone into a rank 7 play, but he could have interrupted us. I can negate this, but I don't know if I really need to. Like, actually, that's going to get Zenith out, right? And Zenith is going to summon something from the deck. And then it gives him, like, link place and stuff. I think I'll just negate this. I'll just negate this effect. And that'll stop him from getting Zenith. Zenith will stop. Yeah, because then he gets Zenith. Zenith gets him more stuff. We'll just do that, leave this stranded on the field, and then he can activate this to bring back Unicorn from grave, but it really depends on what else he's got. And again, I will not be using the effect of Cashier Ogre because he does have a triple tactic, so I have to make sure not to do it, at least during the main phase. At least during the main phase. Alright, cool. He's in the battle phase now. We can activate whatever we want. We're definitely going to do the Nahata here. To protect our monster. We have really no reason to not to. We have no reason not to, because that'll lose 1500. Or yeah, his opponent his monster will lose 1500, so we'll just get rid of this Sapphire for free, and then it'll go to the back row, but still we do some damage here. He can activate this. This is actually perfectly fine because now I'm going to be able to use Ogre in the battle phase. His triple tactics is, I have it in my graveyard. If your opponent activates a monster effect during the main phase, yeah, I can use this in the battle phase. Everything's fine. I'm going to be able to banish another monk, which is smart. That's a smart banish, actually. Because I don't have a lot of them. I only have 2. One thing I would do is, again, I would probably bump up the amount of monks we're playing. Maxi, he's allowed to draw. Imperial Wall thing, this, I don't want him to draw. That thing is actually really dangerous. Even though I think we can close out this duel next turn, that's still really dangerous, because then he can get the Gold Sarcophagus into rotation, and that deck is not easy to deal with. Like I said, I think we're fine, though, because we have a pretty decent board of monsters here. See, that's the problem now. We're just kind of out of monks. We have no more monks, so we have no more ways to summon non-effect monsters. We have Winged Weaver, and that's our best way to do it. Other than that, Adhara. We can summon Adhara and then go into a level 7 Synchro right now, but I mean, I think I'll try to go to battle phase and just end the duel here. I'm not even going to activate this effect because I don't want my effects nor his effects to activate. I'm going to try to just attack over his monster. Yeah, I'm just going to save time again. I'm not trying to make stupid plays where I do something crazy and then he activates like Torrential or something, and then I lose the duel because I did something completely needless and lost for no reason like an idiot. Alright, nice. We ranked up. Cool. We're in gold 4. Okay, let's open up a master pack and see what we get here. Nothing so far. Nothing so far. I guess we'll see. We've got Strike, Millennium Eyes Illusionist. Danger Nessie's pretty good, and that's another copy. I'll take that. This guy, cool. Zeta, we have a few of those. Court of the Cards, Unknown Synchron, and Spiritual Kurenai. Cool. Alright, let's open up this Legacy ticket and hopefully get something. The pulls today were... Nessie's probably the best card we've pulled today in quite some time, actually. We've got Marquee of Darkness and Drollbird. Funny enough, actually, we pulled Nessie. Nessie is probably pretty decent for this deck, being that it's a level 7. It's pretty decent. Our payoff right now for the links is a little rough. So we'll see. Okay, so this is the deck that we played today. Overall, I think it's actually quite a strong deck, and I think it's very fun to play. One thing I will say is, honestly, I don't know if we have the payoff yet for, in terms of links, to use the Galaxy Tomahawk. Galaxy Tomahawk's a great card, but all we can really make right now is a Crusadia Avramax. That's pretty much all we can make. We can occasionally make an additional synchro play using these are level 6 tokens. Like if we have an Ecclesia, we can turn it into a level 10, which we don't have any generic level 10s. We can turn it into, if we have Destrudo, we can turn it into, we can summon a level 7 like Yazi. We can do that. We can also, it's a non-effect monster, so the tokens that it summons can fulfill all the conditions of the 10E monsters. So there are aspects to this deck that have nice cohesion. Overall, I think it's actually really cool. I think, again, the only real issue is sometimes these decks don't exactly mix well together, especially with like one of our best monsters being Kashtira Ogre, but Kashtira Ogre does not at all mix with Tenyis, and those also don't mix with the Bystials. So all three of these are archetypes that basically just do not mix with each other, because these you summon during your opponent's turn. If you have any monsters, these two are useless because you can't summon them. Like you can normal summon this, but you can't like summon a, you can't summon like a Ashuna during your opponent's turn. You can't summon an Ogre. Like you can't summon that stuff if your opponent, if you have something. So it's unfortunate. But we do have like Nessie, and we have, if we click on related cards, we have 2 Dogmans too. We have 2 Nessies, 2 Dogmans. Fine combination. They're both level 7s. We've got Tsuchinoko. Ogopogo doesn't really do anything for us. We have Danger Response. We don't have enough to be playing Danger Response, but we have a decent amount of dangers now. La, 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 la.